It's crazy, right? Like Diddy, a year ago, getting a key to the city, Times Square, the whole 9 yards. And now, he's staring down federal charges. And not just any charges, ones that could mean life in prison.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a huge turnaround.
And you sent this article over from topnaturalhealth.com, by the way. Their coverage of this has been spot on.
Oh, absolutely. They've been all over it.
You had good instincts flagging this for our deep dive, so let's jump in. How does someone go from, celebratory champagne to this, to serious federal charges? What even are the charges?
Well, the charges are, they're pretty major. Racketeering conspiracy, then there's sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and interstate transportation of individuals for prostitution.
Okay, whoa, hold on. Even I'm lost already. Those are some serious legal terms. The racketeering especially, that sounds like, I don't know, mafia stuff. What's that actually mean here?
Yeah, no, you're right. It does sound like something out of a movie, but it's the real deal. Incredibly serious stuff. Basically what it means is they're saying Diddy was running a criminal enterprise. Not just like one-off things, but a whole pattern of illegal activity. And we could be talking decades here. And to make it even more intense, it's the SDNY, the Southern District of New York, that's handling it.
Yeah, right. The article mentioned that. SDNY, why is that a big deal?
They don't mess around. Remember Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street? They took him down. And that guy was like a master manipulator, global network, the whole bit.
Yep.
If they're coming for Diddy, they're taking this seriously. They think they've got him.
And it gets even wilder when you dig into the details. You highlighted these freak-offs that the article mentions. What are those exactly?
So basically, imagine these elaborate sex parties, right? That's what Diddy was allegedly organizing.
Okay, wild parties, sure. But that's not illegal, is it?
It's not the parties themselves. It's, think drugs, potential coercion, maybe even involving people who worked for Diddy.
Whoa, okay, that's a whole different story.
Exactly, and that's where that racketeering charge comes in.
Right, to connect it all.
Yeah, because now it's not just parties, it's potential financial stuff, other shady business, all part of this bigger picture of an actual criminal enterprise.
Makes you think of that Young Thug case, right? Like, they're going after these guys for using their power, their money, to basically run these, illegal operations.
Exactly. It's a trend, for sure. And this is where Cassie Ventura comes in, right?
Yeah, his ex, Cassie, she filed that lawsuit back in 23, said he'd been abusive. You thought that was a turning point. Why?
Because even though they settled out of court, it seemed to give other people the courage to come forward, too. Like, it broke down this wall,
So more accusations come out. Even if they're not directly related to Cassie's case, the feds are going to notice.
Oh, yeah. That, plus whatever else they were already looking at, probably gave them what they needed to really launch an investigation. And then boom, those raids on Diddy's homes.
Miami and L.A., right. Talk about dramatic.
And they didn't come up empty-handed. The article said they found all kinds of stuff. Guns, illegal ones too. Drugs.
Okay, bad, but not that surprising, honestly.
No, but it's the other stuff. Apparently thousands of bottles of baby oil, lubricant, that kind of thing. That's what I find interesting.
Okay, I can see why that would raise some eyebrows. It's not a good look, especially if they can tie that back to those parties.
Exactly. Suddenly, it's not so innocent anymore. And don't forget, they grabbed computers, phones, all that.
Oh, right. Digital evidence. Good luck fighting that.
Almost impossible. Think texts, recordings, all supporting what those accusations are saying. So with all this piling up, how does Diddy's team even respond? Well, the article said they're denying everything, of course, saying he's cooperating, playing up the whole, philanthropist, positive, role model thing.
Classic. Right. But, does that really fly with charges this big, especially with the SDNY's track record?
It's a tough sell. The SDNY doesn't go after someone like Diddy unless they're pretty damn sure they can win. They're meticulous, they're aggressive. Plus, remember those comments we talked about? Stephen A. Smith, 50 Cent?
Yeah, people are definitely talking, and it's not looking good.
Exactly. That kind of publicity, it sticks with you even if he somehow gets off.
So where does that leave us? What are we even looking at here, outcome-wise?
Well, if he's convicted, even on some of this, it's serious time. Decades, potentially.
Wow. Okay, and if not, if his lawyers work some magic?
Plea deal, maybe?
Yeah.
Avoids the worst of it, but his reputation, that's got to take a hit no matter what.
Wild. It really makes you think, about power, accountability, this whole other side of the entertainment world.
No doubt. It's a reminder that nobody's above the law, no matter how famous or rich you are.
Well said. So, to wrap up this deep dive, it's incredible what we found just from that article you sent. It really shows how important it is to, think critically, look beyond the surface.
Absolutely. It's easy to get caught up in the gossip, but this is about real stuff. Power, accountability, consequences.
For sure. And on that note, we'll leave you with this. If it can happen to Diddy, Mr. Top of the World, who else is out there?
Okay.
It's a reminder that things aren't always what they seem. Until next time, keep those sources coming, and we'll keep diving deep.